or the women at Howard Payne having much success so far on their road trip. The men lost 4-0 to Willamette and 2-0 to Linfield as we get underway here. Boxers in the all black, mostly black kits moving from left to right. Howard Payne in the all white moving from right to left. Kaminsky now with it for the Boxers. Manduhanu, Knowles getting their first touches of the game. And they'll go all the way back to Boxer goalkeeper Michael Summers, senior out of Beaverton Southridge High School. And a long-range effort there, a bit ambitious from the Yellow Jackets. And that number 17, Alex Sanchez there. Freshman from Ennis, Texas, having a go from distance. Cleared out there by Lucas Sconiers under the pressure of Logan Lowry. Correction, under the pressure of Shea Pate, so that'll give the Yellow Jackets a throw in deep in Boxer territory. Pate again doing battle there. Solid frame, 5'11", 200 pounds. He is the lone returning all-league selection for Howard Payne, a third-team all-conference pick last year. Another long-range effort. This time it's Jeremy Perkins who has a go. On the far side, Nick Pinto doing some work on the sideline. He's got 3 defenders on him. A few step overs to the end line. It gets all the way through. Shot, goal! Nicholas Kaminsky.
The Pacific goal scored by number 18, Nicholas Kaminsky.
And the Boxers not wasting any time getting themselves on the scoreboard here this evening. A well-placed ball. A little conversation here with the referee and linesman. And apparently we're just going to reset the clock a little bit here as some time had run off. It was some good work on the far sideline by the freshman Nick Pinto out of Wilsonville to get around one defender and then with 3 guys surrounding him find some way to get a ball off in and across the box, and it just skipped past and through quite a few feet, and amazingly enough found Nicholas Kaminsky with plenty of space around him at the back post, and he didn't leave any questions with that finish to put the Boxers up 1-0. And now it's Kaminsky with a hopeful ball into the 18, dealt with by the Howard Payne defense momentarily. And now shot from range. Garrick Knowles having a go there. Looked like it spun off the side of his foot and well wide. Howard Payne starts their 2013 season under the direction of first-year head coach Estevan Arbaiza, as he takes over a program that went just 4-10-2 last season, including a 2-9-1 league mark. That's in the American Southwest Conference, a Division III conference, with a number of other Texas schools included in there. Howard Payne in Brownwood, Texas. Brownwood, Texas, basically smack dab in the middle of Texas, as we get a free kick here sent in and headed away nicely by the Howard Payne defense. Boxers retain possession though. Tackled away nicely by Ben Kism. And a ball forward for Pate. And he takes a shot, and Summers has to go down to his left to stop that. And from our angle here, that was headed towards that far post. Looks as though Lucas Sconyers is going to have his hands full with Pate this evening. Throwing now for the Boxers, Garrick Knowles comes forward with a long throw, headed up and out there by number 20, David Goss, another freshman for Howard Payne, and that'll give us the game's first corner. Manduhanu takes it quickly, short. And another long-range shot. This time it's Nick Pinto with the left-footed effort that slides off the side of his foot and goes well wide. So the Boxers off to a nice start here. Up 1-0 on Howard Payne. A goal in the 3rd minute from Nicholas Kaminsky. Pinto again. Bit heavy with that touch. Howard Payne looks long. Nakama reads that well. Finds its way out here to the game's lone goal scorer so far, Kaminsky. Back to Nakama. Into Farley, nicely touched for Kaminsky, and his dangerous ball in, cleared away by Alejandro Guerrero. Guerrero, a senior from Dallas, Texas. He's an honorable mention from last season in the American Southwest Conference. He gives up the corner. Garrick Knowles with the left foot. Towards the far post, bodies there, headed down, and Ian Farley probably should have done a little better with that, as he was all alone for that header. He'll be disappointed he didn't at least put that on frame and make goalkeeper Alan Shahadi work. Pinto again, causing problems for the Howard Payne defense. Can't quite keep that one in, however. Devin Hughes there doing the battling. enough to get the ball back for the Boxers. And this is Young. Nakama's on him. Cuts back inside. Nakama reads that well. He'll try again to get to the end line. Nakama there again. Well defended by Nakama. And he'll play it forward. Looking for Rudella. Nice layoff for Farley. He's got space and options. Great through ball for Kaminsky. Schober back to Nakama. He'll switch it around to the far side. It'll end up with Pinto. Evades one defender. A few more on him. Slips a nice ball through. Cheeky back heel. Manduhanu. Goal!
Second goal by number 17, Jorge Manduano.
A well-worked sequence there from the Boxers. Once again, it started with the freshman, Nick Pinto, getting around a few defenders, causing problems, slipped it through to Ian Farley, and the nifty back heel back in towards the center, caught everybody off guard except for Jorge Manduhanu, and he easily put that home for the Boxers' second goal of the evening and a 2-0 lead. Just 10 minutes gone by so far. Boxers back at it again. Big switch. Kaminsky called for the handball there. Here's Farley, nice little lifted up to Rudella, touches from Rudella and chips the goalkeeper off the crossbar. Lovely individual skill from the Boxers there, the forward tandem of Rudella and Farley. And Pinto taking on the entire Howard Payne defense and almost got through him. Knowles will have a crack from distance. And that required some work from Chahady. So the Boxers firing on all cylinders here early on. Manduhanu over to Knowles. Knowles out wide to Pinto. He'll go backwards, back into Knowles, back to Pinto. But that ball bit mishit, knocked forward. And Pate with perhaps a little bit of a push, and he's going to get whistled for the foul. It was the linesman on the far side who raised his flag. Looked as though our head referee, Oscar Rivas, was going to let that one go. Nakama up to Manduhanu. Acres of space in front of him. Manduhanu taken down, but back up. Advantage played. Knowles, square ball. Kaminsky, forward for Rudella. Good turn, left-footed shot, blocked. Nakama and Manduhanu with a little two-man game. Finally, it's Steen Schober comes to get involved. And I just realized I attributed a number of plays to Garrick Knowles when in fact that was Steen Schober, the freshman out of Missoula, Montana, who is wearing Garrick's number 21 from last year. Schober with the ball to the near side for Nakama. Kaminsky, nice turn, good touches. Schober out the far side. Pinto again, taking on multiple defenders. Schober, Manduhanu. Near side Kaminsky, cuts back inside, a little bit of a trip up there. Manages to come away with it. Maintain, back here with Nakama. Schober, that one almost got away from him, but he did well to catch up to it. Hughes now making a run forward, big collision there. Sconyers back to Hughes. Back to Sconyers. Sconyers with the game-winning goal the other night for the Boxers in the first overtime period. A 3-2 victory here against Warner Pacific. Couple of headers there from Jeremy Perkins. And now it's Pate. He'll take a long-range effort, and Summers up to grab that. Rudella back to Kaminsky. He'll try to find Rudella again. Could have been a handball there, no call. Kaminsky again. Manduhanu slips one through for Farley. Just a bit too far out of Farley's reach. And Shahadi collects it in the Howard Payne goal. His punt forward. One out of the air by Sconyers, falls to Howard Payne. On the far side, Ben Kism. He's dispossessed. Trouble controlling there from Alexis Ibarra. Boxers only maintained for a moment. Ibarra again, his ball forward. And intended for Alex Sanchez, he let it run, but unfortunately, his teammate Shea Pate not on the same page and making that run with him. And the ball rolls harmlessly back to Summers. Pinto again on the far side, causing lots of problems. He's fouled in the process of getting around one defender. Quickly taking free kick. Back with Pinto into the middle. Schober to the near side, Kaminsky. Nakama. Manduhanu now. Back to Nakama. He'll send it back to Sconiers. Devin Hughes. Chip ball to the far side, looking for Pinto. Gets knotted out of bounds. Schober, big ball over the top, looking for Comiskey. Headed away there by Alexis Ibarra. Here's Pinto. Kaminsky, one touch for Rudella, he can't control. In the 18, Pinto tried to chest it down, long range effort from Schober, and Chahadi sliding to his right snags that ball at the near post. Ball over the top. Hughes has to do something with that as Summers was staying back under the pressure of Ben Kism. And then he's forced just to knock that out of bounds over the far side. Under 25 minutes to go here in the first half. Boxers with a 2-0 lead. A goal in the 3rd minute and 11th minute. And now a chance, but the offside flag is up there on Alex Sanchez. As Howard Payne gets their first real chance in the Boxer half of the field. A few long-range efforts so far for Howard Payne, but not much in the way of any sustained possession in the Boxer end of the field. Schober, ball through for Kaminsky. He's going to track this down near the end line. Turns, tries to cross. That's blocked. Manduhanu. He'll get a cross off and in, and sitting at the far post, it was Nick Rudella just salivating at the thought of being able to finish that from 4 yards out, but somewhere on its way through, it just took a little bit of a nick off a head and messed up Nick's attempt. It does go out, though, for a Boxer corner. Manduhanu on the far side. Right-footed in-swinger, headed away. And here's a chance now for Howard Payne on the break. Looking for Pate in the middle, making a big run. Cut back here. Kism on the far side finds Sanchez. He tries to get to the end line. Well defended, though, by Nakama, and a bit too much there in that effort to get around Nakama. And Kism is whistled for a foul. Correction, Sanchez whistled for the foul. Boxers go short. Big ball forward. Good work between the Boxers' front line. Cleared away by Howard Payne, and that'll be a corner. Garrick Knowles will come over to take this one. Knowles with 1 assist in their opening match, the 3-2 victory. He sends in the left-footed in-swinger, finds its way all the way past to the back post, and Farley tries to have a crack. That gets blocked out of bounds. It'll be another Pacific corner, this time on the far side, and it'll be Nick Pinto, who also had an assist in their 3-2 victory, to take this corner. His ball in, right in on goal, punched away, but a whistle as there was a bit too much traffic and pushing and shoving around Yellow Jacket goalkeeper Alan Chahadi. Nice ball back there from Farley. Again, Pinto getting around defenders, attracting a lot of attention. Howard Payne coming back the other way. Nakama with a bit of a missed touch there, and Eric Young with a big swing and miss hit. And the visitors are going to make their first change. Ben Kism heading out. I believe it's Kevin Ruiz coming in to replace him. Ruiz, a junior from Mesquite, Texas. And his first touch is winning that header off the goal kick. Kaminsky back to Nakama. Nakama chips it up for Rudella. Leaves it off for Kaminsky. Manduhanu. Schober. To the far side, Knowles. Pinto. Knowles on the overlap. And the Boxers couldn't keep possession and find him on the far side. Pinto, nice job to win the ball back there for Pacific. Great through ball. Kaminsky's through. One touch, shot, save. Back to Kaminsky. Cuts it back again, and just a little bit too much on it over the end line. Great ball there from Schober to find Kaminsky. Here's Pate muscling people off. He's got an open look. Pulls it back, shot, and a left-footed score for Howard Payne as number 11, Shea Pate, pulls one back for the visitors.
Scored by number 11, Shea Pate.
A nice job there from the Yellow Jackets, third-team all-conference selection last year, using that big 5'11", 200-pound frame to his advantage, and then a nice bit of skill to pull the ball back from an on-rushing Michael Summers before finishing in the top of the net. So the Boxer lead cut in half here in the 27th minute. Up 2-1 now against the visiting Howard Payne Yellow Jackets. A 3rd-minute goal from Nicholas Kaminsky, followed up by an 11th minute goal from Manduhanu. Header one there by Hughes. Cross into the box there from Eric Young, but no one at home for Howard Payne. And a player down now, number 20, David Goss, for the Yellow Jackets. He's been limping around a bit for the past minute or two. So that's going to stop the clock here with 16 minutes left in the first half. Boxers up 2-1. Here under the lights at Lincoln Park Stadium on the campus of Pacific University in Forest Grove, Oregon. I imagine we've got a few visitors watching our web stream from Texas this evening. Glad to have you with us. A foul against the Boxers there. We'll give the Yellow Jackets a free kick just inside the Boxer half of the field.
Payne University, number 6, Derek Anderson.
So Derek Anderson in for Howard Payne, the freshman from Harker Heights, Texas. Free kick in towards the top of the 18. Cleared away by the Boxers. Howard Payne not able to do anything on that possession. Boxers take over with a throw. This is Mason Nakama. One of just a few seniors on the Pacific roster this year. Much like the Pacific women, the men have a lot of youth, freshmen and sophomores. They're going to contribute quite heavily this season. Ball clipped in over the top there from Howard Payne. And Garrick Knowles takes a big bump, no foul. Howard Payne keeps it. Cross in towards the top of the 18. Jorge Mondojano only one there. He gets it started back the other way for the Boxers. Big ball forward, headed down by Devin Hughes. Manduhanu comes back to clean it up. Wide to Nakama. Kaminsky pulls it back for Nakama. Schober tries to split a pair of defenders. Gets it taken off him, but right back to the Boxers. Here's Pinto. Leaves it for Manduhanu. Garrick Knowles into Pinto. He spins, gets around one defender, faces another. Bit of a heavy touch there. Clearance goes to Nakama. Here's Schober to Kaminsky. Nakama on the overlap. He'll take a touch and send one in. Well-driven ball, headed away. Schober comes to win it. Left-footed attempt. Didn't get exactly what he wanted on that, and it goes well wide. So the Boxers back on the front foot here with about 12 minutes to play in the first half after taking a 2-0 lead through Kaminsky and Manduhanu. Shea Pate pulled one back for the visitors at the 27th minute mark. possession here for the Boxers. Howard Payne laying off, letting the Boxers have that possession out near midfield. Deflection falls to Pate. He goes back, some nice moves from Kevin Ruiz. He's forced backwards. Diagonal ball over the top, just a bit too high there for Derek Anderson. And the Boxers take over once again. Some pressure from the Boxers there lead to a long ball forward, and that'll work out well for the Yellow Jackets as the pressure of Shea Pate wins the visitors a throw-in. Knowles with the header away there. Falls for the Yellow Jackets. Stevenson back, cross in, headed away. Another long-range effort, blocked. And Farley comes back. Gets taken off him. And now a run from Howard Payne. Eric Young dispossessed as he had a full head of steam heading towards goal. Farley to Rudella. Near side, Kaminsky. Around his defender, another one comes. Pulls it back. Stood up there for a moment. Another defender comes. And that eventually goes out for a Howard Payne throw. Kaminsky on the near side causing lots of problems for the visitors so far here in this first half. A freshman from Grants Pass High School, originally out of Breves, Brazil. And we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Jorge Manduhanu. That will give Howard Payne a free kick. Andrew Stevenson sends this one forward over the top. Knotted up by Sconyers. Sconyers again. Manduhanu, nice bit of skill there to turn away from the pressure. Now it's Nakama who will look for the long ball forward. Farley can't bring it down. Claims of a shirt tug there. Pate again to the near side. Kevin Ruiz, couple defenders on him. Can't do anything to get around Nakama, and Nakama immediately sent one down the line, but Farley wanted it into his feet. Bit of miscommunication there. Rudella and Farley, a little combination there. Kaminsky, chip ball over the top. Pinto heads it back. Sconyers does well to read that. And that's going to be a foul on Steen Schober. as we're just under 7 minutes now left in the first half. Boxers with a 2-1 advantage against the visiting Howard Payne Yellow Jackets. Sconiers with a big clearance forward. Rudella around one. Pinto, left-footed shot, that gets blocked. Another shot across the top of the 6-yard box. And Kaminsky not able to reach out and get to that one. Pate's through ball blocked by Nakama, and he gets the Boxers started back the other way. Kaminsky again on the near side. Back to Nakama. Into Schober. Pinto, he gets dumped to the turf. No call from our referee. Knowles on the far side gets dispossessed. He'll take the throw. Pinto gets it down in the far corner to the end line. Cross in, headed up, and eventually cleared away, but only as far as Mason Nakama. He gets it back from Kaminsky. Plays a nice little give-go, tries the give-go-give. And that gets picked off. I'm not sure if that's a thing. I just made that up. And a ball into the stadium stands here. Pate again. Tackled away by Hughes, and Hughes is going to get whistled for the foul. He got all ball, but just a bit too much body at the same time. And that'll give Howard Payne a free kick that they can send in near the top of the Boxer penalty area, maybe cause some problems here in the waning minutes of the first half. Stevenson. Headed up towards the far side, and Howard Payne managed to get a foot on it and turn it back towards goal, but not too much trouble for Summers. Big ball over the top there towards the far corner flag. Knowles is there, and he'll try and whack it back up the line, but it'll be out of bounds. Now it is still in. Cries for players to continue to play on, as Eric Young split a couple of defenders there, almost made his way into the Boxer 18. Long ball forward. Farley can't get on the end of that. Shielded out of the way nicely there by the Yellow Jacket defense. Under 2 minutes now left to play in the first half. Boxers still up 2-1. a bit of momentary possession there for Howard Payne. Put a ball towards the near sideline, looking for Eric Young. It's a bit too hard. And teammates calling for Alexis Ibarra to play that one back to his goalkeeper. He elected a bit of a safer route to just knock it out of bounds, but it does give possession back to the Boxers with a minute remaining. Perhaps another chance or two to maybe snag a third goal before the whistle. Out of bounds on the far side. Another Boxer throw back to Manduhanu. Knowles back to Hughes. And he'll go all the way back to Summers with under 30 seconds left to go in the half. Back to Hughes. Knowles. His ball up the line blocked. Forced to just get a foot on it.
10, 9, 8.
And maybe one last ditch effort here. Long ball forward for Kamitsky to track down. But that is going to bring a close to the first half